Well, happy new year, everyone. It is 2026 and we are already off to the races and the markets are looking nice already. Gotta love it. Here's our quick disclosure. I know it's annoying. Let's get into it. The S&P 500, we're going to look over here to the right. Let's talk about some interesting things. First of all, it's getting support when it has pullback. It started the year right here. Actually opened kind of low, high, ran down, had the bulls push it back up again. The next day we opened up on this Monday, had a good day, had a good move to the upside. It's been holding. It's right now above the 8-day moving average. There's a software called VectorVest. I like it. I use it. It gave us a confirmed up a few days ago. So hopefully you guys saw that as well. One of the things I want you guys to look at and see something on it, this chart is, look at it like right here. When it stays above that 8-day moving average, stays above that red line, 8-day moving average, the stock stays fairly bullish. The moment it starts closing down here, you can see we've got some problems. So just something I want you to keep an eye out. I am bullish so far. No, we're only a few days into the new year. Friday didn't really count. Now we're back to work. And hitting new highs in the market. This is wonderful. Do we get to 8,000 this year? I think that's probably going to be a lot of analysts' expectations. All right, let's get to the next one. Let me get this off. Done. Boom. Here is the Dow hitting new highs again. Guys, we're going to see 50,000 this year, at least at a minimum. Again, we had a big Monday, Tuesday up day. I would call today a lot of profit taking. All those short-term traders, they're going to go out, they're going to take profits where they see it. And again, I'm going to point something out to you guys again with this, if I can get it to work. There we go. Look at this. Stays over the 8-day, right? Stays over the 8-day, and it stays bullish. So if you're buying, you're trying to trade on your own, if you can keep a stock over the 8-day, probably not a bad thing to stay in. They don't stay perfect. Obviously, we've got support, so we expect to see some pullback. And we usually see this before it actually happens, because we have software to tell us this. Anyway, let's get to some other few things for this year. Let's close out of that. And economic news, the ISM index came in and showed a higher growth, which is always a good thing. I believe it came in over 54, so that was really great to see. Market hit new highs. Looks like it could hit new highs almost every day, and I think we may have a pretty bullish week. We also had unemployment come in this week. Let me turn on a little thing. Initial job claims and unemployment later this week. So why that's a big deal is really simple. If unemployment rises, one that should hopefully lower inflation, but more so, it's going to increase the Fed's desire to want to continue to lower the interest rates, which is, eating all of us alive. I was of the opinion, really, last year I wouldn't have cut interest rates at all, but they did cut interest rates, and even when we went through the government shutdown, inflation came down. What we are seeing, though, is companies are being very slow to rehire. They're not adding on new employees. They may be trying to implement AI, which is, hopefully we like to see, because we're heavy into AI stocks. And we'll see where that kind of shakes out. Don't forget, there's going to be a learning curve on AI. And then, a year from now, they're going to have the newer, bigger, better AI. It's smarter. It's a larger language model with less bugs, blah, 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 blah. We'll see what happens. Some stocks in news. Intel, rocking and rolling. We've got Intel. And let me go over real quick. Right now at the close, Intel hits, let's see, where did Intel close at? Looks like 42.72, up $2.70 today. Closed up 6.77%. Wonderful, wonderful. We bought it a while ago. We've got a nice little fat profit sitting on here. Where could it go? What's moving it? Well, the big thing is this NVIDIA thing. You've probably heard NVIDIA gave them $5 million right here. This news right here in the middle. They got... Okay, there we go. They got money from NVIDIA. That's what's really moving it. NVIDIA put $5 billion. What does that tell me? NVIDIA is going to use them to manufacture chips, and we'll probably see a lot of NVIDIA chips probably on, instead of the Intel chips, and NVIDIA chips in our laptops. Starting probably already, you could already buy. No, I know you can. You could already buy computers with AI chips in it. It is going to be interesting to see what we can do over the next few years with our computers. Let me get out of here and we'll wrap this thing up. Okay, some upgrades. ALB has got upgraded to a share price of 210. McDonald's was upgraded, and Sherwin-Williams. That was interesting for me to see Sherwin-Williams blah, 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 be upgraded simply because, when you're building more houses, you'll need more paint. And maybe more people are painting at home instead of hiring painters because, let's be honest, labor has gotten expensive. The downside of getting rid of all the illegals is now we have to pay more for labor. It sucks. Some downgrades. Bank of America was downgraded, and First Solar. I'm a pro-solar person anyway. I know I'm a Republican. I say I'm a 70-30 Republican Democrat, but I am for solar power. I don't think we use enough of it. When I was down in Florida over the holidays, I saw a lot more solar panels in use than I'd ever seen. I hope that somebody comes up with a law that wipes out HOA stopping us from getting solar panels and lets us put solar panels at least on our backyard. That's my political opinion on that one. Anyway, that's all we've got. If you want to talk to me, you think it's time for a new advisor, or you need a second opinion, or you want me to go over a stock for my next one, here's my contact information. Don't feel bad about reaching out. I do have some people, and that's why Intel was on today's report. I will do my best to get these out more frequently every week. Maybe we'll use Wednesdays. I'll probably be shooting these more in the afternoon when I have more time. We're just swamped here at the office. Hope you guys had a great holidays, and I am out of here.